Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about Game 2 of the Western Conference Semifinals here between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets, and what a ass whooping here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota completely destroys Denver here on the road, 106-80 reaction. What a hell of a game from this Minnesota Timberwolves team, especially defensively. They put on a defensive masterclass. Jamal Murray, they had him in hell in this ball game. And Jamal Murray really hasn't had that good of a playoffs, for being honest. Like, yeah, he's hit 2-game winners against the Lakers, but he really hasn't done much this series. Or not that... Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Just these playoffs. Yeah, you look at the start of the playoffs. 9 of 24. 9 of 24. 8 for 21. 9 for 23. 13 for 28. 6 for 14. 3 for 18. And only 8 points in this game. Yeah, 13 rebounds. Nobody cares about your rebounds there, Mr. Murray. 8 points. He just hasn't had an efficient game in these playoffs. People look at the 2-game winner and be like, oh yeah, look how great he's played. But when you look at the shooting stats, he really hasn't. He's only had one game where he scored 30 plus. And that was only because he took 28 shots. Jamal Murray, you gotta be better. And he flashed the money sign at the flashed money signs to the refs and threw a heat pack. Will anything come onto that? Or come out of that? Probably not. And Reggie Jackson, their backup point guard, got hurt. I think it was his ankle. Not like he was playing that good anyways. He was like 1 for 6, but still, it's their backup point guard. I just feel like this team misses Bruce Brown. I didn't think they missed him against the Lakers, but I really think they miss him here against this Timberwolves team. I'm not saying that would help him the biggest offensively, but I think that would help him on both ends of the floor. Jamal Murray was 3 for 18, man. But, they could think about suspending Jamal Murray for Game 3. Because you can't throw a heat pack on the floor in the middle of the game. Will they do anything? Highly doubt it. Because it's a playoff game, I don't think they want to do that. But they're going to have to look into his actions. And he also had 4 turnovers. Look, I know you're frustrated. 3 for 18. 4 turnovers. Their body language in the second quarter wasn't that good. Because they started off good in the first quarter, but the Timberwolves closed that first quarter really well, and then absolutely demolished them in that second quarter, 33-15. That's where this game changed, was the end of the first quarter into the second quarter. And look, I know you're frustrated for Jamal Murray. I get it. I'd be frustrated too. But you can't throw a heat pack onto the floor during live play. Potentially it's suspended for a game. Because it's just unprofessional. And it's just not professional. And you're not helping your team. You're not helping your team. You just can't do that. But horrible actions by Jamal Murray, throwing that thing on the court, and his play on the court was even worse. But they done a good job. Michael Porter Jr., you gotta play way better too, sir. 9 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 for 12. You gotta shoot better. Nikola Jokic, 16 points, 8 assists, 16 rebounds, 5 for 13. They have done an absolutely phenomenal job on Nikola Jokic this series, and I didn't even mention Rudy Gobert didn't play tonight. Personal reasons. His wife had a baby, I think, or is having a child or something. And of course, Gilbert Arenas, with his bad take, says, "Oh, he's soft." We need to stop giving NBA players, former NBA players, podcasts, so we don't have to hear their shitty takes. But anyways, these first 2 games, man, the Wolves defended Nikola Jokic really well. He's minus 28, 5.5 turnovers. And look, Nikola Jokic's still a great player. But it's just the Timberwolves. This Timberwolves team is just way better, just defensively. And they're rushing Nikola Jokic. They're rushing him. They're more athletic, more just faster. It's just this defense is just owning them. And Naj Reid's done a phenomenal job. I know people are gonna slander Jokic because his team isn't doing very well, but you gotta give credit to the Timberwolves as well. Even without Rudy Gobert, their defense was great. Jokic just looks completely disengaged right now. Like, he does not care, it feels like. Jamal is hurt, frustrated, and terrible. KCP's getting crushed. Ant's an absolute beast. It just feels like Nikola Jokic doesn't care right now. Or Jamal Murray. They're just completely disengaged. Aaron Gordon, 20 points. He was the only player that looked like he cared. 8 for 14 shooting. And here's one adjustment I would make if I'm Denver. I would have maybe you have Aaron Gordon initiate a lot more offense, because Minnesota's just hounding Denver guards 94 feet on every possession. And do I think this is a really good idea? No. This is not the best idea. But what else can you do? Because they're hounding your guards 94 feet on every possession. You have to try something different. That's just my thoughts. But I'm not saying this is the best idea. Don't take that for word, like out of context. But if they're handing your guards 94 feet up the floor, you gotta do something else. Justin Holiday, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 for 6. Actually, give him some credit. 13 points. He was their third leading scorer tonight? Yeah, third leading scorer. KCP, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 for 6. He was trash. Peyton Watson, 9 minutes, 2 rebounds, 0 for 2. Reggie Jackson, 3 points, 2 rebounds. He got injured. He sucked. I just don't know about Reggie Jackson being their backup point guard. Christian Brown, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 for 2. Yeah, we really went over all their players. As a team tonight, they shot for 34%, 30 from 3. T-Wolves shot 50% from the floor, 39 from 3. Nuggets had 16 turnovers. T-Wolves forced a lot of turnovers. Was also a key as well. Naj Reid, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 for 14. But he played great defense on Jokic. Luka Garza actually played 3 minutes, had 2 points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 5 for 9. I think they had like 3 blocks each, him and forgot who else. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 14, 6, and like 3 blocks. Ant, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 27 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, 11, 17 shooting, man. That's just how good he is. Just how freaking good Anthony Edwards is. Even getting MVP chance on the road. Conley, 4 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 for 5. Kyle Anderson, 6 points, 8 assists, 9 rebounds, 3 for 8. He even played good tonight on Nikola Jokic. And Jay McDaniels, 5 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 for 7. But Jay McDaniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker are really good defensive options as well. Like, man, but that's not even really being put to use as his offensive game this series. It's really his defensive game. Really an underrated game, and just such a good team effort from this Timberwolves team. Best defense in the league. I think they're going to win the finals. I think the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're going to be your 2024 NBA champions. I'm going to say it right here, right now. The Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the NBA finals. They just have so many good scoring options. Their defense is really good. They got a late defensive center and Rudy Gobert should win Defensive Player of the Year, and elite wings and good defensive guards. So yeah, it's really hard to say here. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.